I think now is like a better shot than ever to get back to possibly building a community.
Facts.
We need to get the community back.
Facts.
I think now would be the best time to do it, dog.
Mm-hmm.
This is where we need to lean on each other for damn near any and everything, you know. So I wanted to discuss some ways that we can build up the community.
Let's go.
So the unity problem, it seems to be while we compete more than we are willing to collaborate.
Yes.
And sometimes it feels easier for us to support others and celebrities or whatever than to support our own community and support the outsiders. So what can we get, improve on that? How can we improve on that?
Remember the team you on. Remember the team you on. Because you think, ooh, Jesus, you think some of us think that you're a part of their team. And if they ain't showed you shit with this election, they ain't showed you that you're not on the squad, you not gang, they don't fuck with you. Like, they ain't showed you shit.
You not gang.
You not gang. You not them.
You not gang.
You not. I know you tried to be. I know you said the things that they told you to say. And you know, and in different communities all try to align themselves.
Yeah.
Didn't quite work. Look, you gotta remember the people that share your values, that share your morals, your principles, and the people that you want to be around. And then you gotta surround yourself with those people. And then y'all don't have to agree upon everything, but the one thing y'all do have to agree upon is having a better life for all those involved. That is it. So you need to get around like-minded people that are thinking and on the same wavelength and on the same shit that you are on. And remember the team that you are on. If you're not homophobic, if you're not transphobic, if you're not racist, if you're not these things that are being pushed to you and prevail within our society now, then you need to go to whatever team does not look like that. And I think where we're fucking up is in a search for community, we sometimes reach out to people who we wouldn't reach out to normally. And we try to align ourselves with those people. And in trying to align ourselves with those people, we all look for family and we all look for community. So they'll bring you in. They'll bring you in. Oh man, you one of the good ones. You ain't like them.
Yeah.
Man, you hard working. You smart.
You speak so well.
And you speak so well. You're so well spoken. Yeah, they'll tell you everything they want to hear because again, they're trying to bring you into the community. And then they'll remind you, oh, I don't like y'all. I don't fuck with y'all.
But wait a minute. I did all this for you.
But
boss.
I did all this for you. You didn't. Nah.
Means nothing to me. Yeah.
So you got to remember the team that you're playing for. And again, whoever that team is, that's not up to us to decide what team you get to play for. It's up to you to say, these are my morals, values, and principles, and these are the things that I believe in. Who believes the same, or who is close enough aligned with the things that I believe in, and where are they at? Then go to them. Then start to build things for y'all. Start to build actual communities. Communities take a couple of things. Great book, if you've never read it, Powernomics by Dr. Claude Anderson. Recommendation from your boy. Go get that book. But that book talks about what community looks like. It looks like schools. It looks like banks. It looks like hospitals. It looks like things that can sustain a community within itself. Start to look for those things within the community that you're trying to build and you'll be straight.
Healing before building. While we got to fix us before we fix the block.
Oh my God.
Meaning our mental health, trauma, and generational habits that hold us back from having collective progress. More therapy and less of the white man's religion. Black folks would say, I don't need therapy, I got Jesus. But arguing with everybody and their mama. The family tradition of sweeping the pain under the rug.
See, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna fight that one.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna fight that one tooth and nail.
Yeah.
Here's what I say to that to kind of meet you in the middle. Once upon a time, the church used to be the cornerstone of the community. Once upon a time, you could go to the church to seek counseling, marital counseling, individual counseling, Things of that, like the pastor wasn't just the person that was collecting the tithes. He actually was a steward and a father figure, a counselor, a actual pillar and leader in the community for resolving conflict. That was his job. That was his job. His job was to be amongst the people actually doing shit. So if you have a church that does that, then seek out that church and then seek out the resources that they have within that church. If you are not a big fan of traditional therapy, I am. I say that Black folks need to go to therapy. I absolutely say that. If we ever get reparations, or if there's ever any type of reparations bill, I would suggest that therapy would be within it. Free therapy for every descendant of slaves would need therapy, because this shit passes on. This shit passes throughout your DNA. So we have to get our minds right, because regardless if we got, our 40 acres and a mule, or we got a monetary amount, if we didn't have our minds right, we just gonna give it back to them anyway.
Yeah.
Like, we just gonna give it all back to them.
Yeah.
And that's what I don't want. I want us to heal. I want us to be healed. I want us to think about each other as brothers and sisters, as family. And again, seek out, if the church that you go to doesn't have it, then put pressure on it to get it. Like, put pressure on them and say, hey, y'all need to get some mental health resources within this bad boy. I pay my tithes in here. Y'all get my 10%. I bring 10% to the storehouse. So it's meeting my house. Like you told me to.
That's what they said.
Can we get a mental health professional in here, or can we have some people that will take some classes, take some online, and actually provide those things to the members? But it is very, very important that with all this shit that's going on, that we seek out mental health, therapy, counseling, things that are going to help us. Because if we don't, it doesn't matter if we ever get over this thing physically, we still be, enslaved mentally. So we gotta, it's super duper important. Like, your mental health is extremely important, and I'll preach that to the day I die.
And all of that shit, cuzzo, the therapy, man, communication, having emotional intelligence, like all of that shit, it helps create like stronger families, man, and stronger communities, dog, because iron sharpens iron.
All day long.
So if I got my shit together, I can assist you and help you if you may be lacking in certain things. And then guess what, cuzzo, when you get your shit together, you can help my man over here who may be lacking too.
Each one teach one. We all bring each other up. Yeah, each one teach one. Like, yeah. And to that point, we used to have that.
Facts.
Like, that's what the church used to be for us. That one day a week to where we congregated and met and would sing and cry and pray. And people say, well, bro, you got it out.
Yeah.
You got it out that day.
Yeah.
And then you can go back and deal with that 6 days of whatever you got to deal with, because you got it out that one day. But because we, the popularity of the church went to the wayside for whatever reason, then we have to find ways outside of that to still commune and come together and make sure that mental health is a priority for us as Black men, for Black women and Black children, for sure.
Facts. Circulating the bag. Keeping Black dollars in Black hands. How we can build wealth and longevity by supporting and investing within our own community. By teaching financial literacy, entrepreneurship, and collaborations. From buying Black to building legacy.
Yes.
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 All of that. Here's what kind of annoys me about us.
Okay.
When it comes to patronizing Black owned, I kind of get annoyed with our lack of patience and our lack of compassion and understanding, especially if it's like a Black owned business that is just now like getting off the ground. You can't expect this restaurant that's just opening to be running like a well-oiled machine.
Facts.
Right off the rip.
Facts.
They still have to work out the kinks, and they still working out how the establishment needs to be ran. You can't go into this day one expecting 5-star service. It might be a little slow. They may be a little understaffed. They may not have all the things that they that they are going to have eventually, because they're getting it off the ground. But we tend to, we so strict when it comes to us, but we so lenient when it comes to everyone else. Yo, the beauty supply helpers, them ain't, they talk to them like shit. They treat them like shit, don't respect them at all. They steady running their ass in there. Hey, we see it all the time with us. These little designer, they don't give a damn about us, but what we gonna spend our money to? God forbid you spend $50 on a black-owned bag opposed to whatever, because it got a familiar name on it that you can't even pronounce correctly. You don't know how you pronouncing it. But we need to get out of that.
Yeah.
We need to get out of that because they know that about us. And that's why the respect is lacking.
Yeah.
Because they know at some point we gonna break.
Yeah.
At some point we'll be back.
Yeah.
And if I know that, what I need to change for? Because all I need to do is just wait you out. You'll be back because the product, you like my product. You'll be back. You'll be back.
And its familiarity and quite frankly, this is what programming does. So what the programming was, so back in the day, little history lesson. I will not be long-winded. I'm gonna give myself a 2-minute timer on it. Bam. So Tulsa, Oklahoma, the black dollar used to circulate anywhere between 18 to 20 times before it left the community. 18 to 20 times before it left the community is why it was called Black Wall Street. Black buses, black banks, black schools. The kids wore little suits and dresses and formals to work. It had more money. It was said to have more money back in the 1920s and 30s than Wall Street itself. It was bombed in a racial dispute, and it was one of the first times that the United States used bombs on their own people. So why am I bringing that up? The reason why we buy black is because when that dollar circulates within our own community, everybody eats. Because the person that owns the business has a child. That child is probably going to be from that community, is probably going to be black. So that let's say it's a black father, black mother, and they own a cleaners. When you shop at that cleaners, now you are feeding a black child. That black child is then going to be able to open another cleaners that's going to be able to feed another black child. Like we forget the importance of buying black. We just think we're supposed to support each other because it's each other. No, you're supporting it because it's a revolutionary act. It is revolutionary to support your own. That's the part that we miss and that we don't realize because we were taught to love these brands and to love the shit that we saw and was familiar when it's outside of our community. Now the black dollar doesn't circulate in our community. I want to say it's like 27 seconds or something.
Oh, it's a crazy number.
Like it's 27 seconds. Please fact check me on that. Yeah. But the most important thing that we can do is to insulate and isolate. I'm not saying segregation, even though it's been proposed. Like isolate and insulate, which means everything that we need, we have. All we need to do is create the businesses that we support. We got enough restaurants, we got enough barbershops, we got enough beauty salons, banks, or urgent cares, hospitals, grocery stores, some type of manufacturing, like modern manufacturing. Get into IT, get into AI creation, get into some of the jobs of the future. Now, shout out to, I think it's called Grits and Eggs podcast. Now you have 500,000 plumbers that are needed, welders that are needed. You can get into some of these trades, y'all. Send y'all kids to these trade schools because they're going to be able to set their own price here in a minute because we don't have enough people in this country, period, that have those skill sets. Like those are the things that we need to create now so we can start to create those businesses and support those businesses. Because when you support black, you are doing a revolutionary act because everybody within that community eats off of that dollar. When it leaves your community, they never bring it back. Shout out to all the Chinese restaurants we got here, but I haven't seen them put a dime back into our community. Shout out to all the gas stations we got here, but those West Indians and Arabs haven't put a dime back in our community.
And won't.
They will go live in another community where they will set up business in ours. So we got to start setting up businesses in our communities, and then we got to start investing back in our communities because gentrification happens when we give up the city, when we give up the blocks, and then your mother, your father's, their house, you done sold it to them. Now you mad.
Yeah. Now
that house is worth X amount of millions or X amount of, at one point in time, Central Park was black. Now, again, we can't ignore racism and the shit that they did to us because something was done to us. I want y'all to remember that. But now these are some of the things that we can do to start building community again. And then, again, that book, Powernomics, talks about all of these things, or any other book that you have that talks about us unifying, us getting together, us loving each other, us coming together as community, because now more than ever, we need to. Because you can see the laws ain't for us. The people in office ain't for us. They are specifically doing shit to us. They are creating shit to where they're saying, I don't want you, black motherfucker.
Oh, they being very specific.
Yeah, they not hiding no more. They don't have to. So I really want us to take this message and do something about it for sure.